Well, that shut off pretty quick, didn't it? Heidi ho, everybody. It's Freaker Friday. And yeah, you got Grammy Mary here in my rocket chair kicking off the festivities. I hope you are all having an awesome evening. Although it looks like Moosey is having just a wee bit of trouble. I hate when that happens. Ay, 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 ay. I'm trying to figure out my frickin' sound shit over here in Sam's, and I'm gonna have to get better at this shit, cause I right now I'm like, whoa, this just sucks. Oh well, oh well. How about I move my microphone a little bit closer? Yeah, then you're gonna have a lot of distortion, aren't you? Okay. Let me see. Um. Oh, damn, Moosey. Getting rained on top of all that other fun shit. Yippee skippy, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. Okay, let me see here. Just a sec. Let me play with some things. How about I do that? See if that did anything. Nope, didn't do shit. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. Here we go. Such is life in the fast lane. Oh hey, it did kick something up. Let's see. Let me go see who's over on Fakey Book. I don't think there's much anybody over there paying much of attention because, hey, oh, there's Mary B. Hey, B. Hey, Darwin. How are you guys doing? I hope you are having an absolutely splendiferous day today. Although, Darwin, I think, yeah, you work for Butt Munches? That just sucks. Wow. Dang it, dude. Although, I really don't get to take a lunch because everybody else takes lunches, and so I got to hang and catch the phone. So when I do lunch, I do it at my desk whilst answering phones and all that other fun shit. So yippee skippy. Oh, well. So over here on Facebook, that's who I got. Let's see who I got at Freedom's Network. I see Grimmy is over here. I see Penny is over here. I see Mary B is over here. Looks like Rob Works was over here. I don't know if he still is or not. But hey there, hi there, ho there, darling. That looks like about it. Oh, and Scout is over here. Now let me go check out that RLM, because yeah. Golden Earring is still working. Alrighty. Yeah, yippee skippy, wet and drippy. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Grim. Damn, that just sucks, Moose. And you know what? I know how that shit works. I've had enough of those moments myself that, wow. And Twilight Zone, I chose that for a specific reason for this evening because, wow, I have had one of those Twilight Zone-y kind of days. So, in any case, over here in the RLM on this Freaker Friday evening, I see Asmo up top as always, because, well, that's kind of where Asmo resides. Apparently, he just keeps kicking everybody else off. I'm going to start calling you Yertle the Turtle, darling, because you're always up top until someone belches, and then you'll fall down in the mud hole. I see how it is. I also see Barman is here. Hey there, darling, and guess what? I have not gone to Twitter, so let me go check that out real fast. Because I had some notifications on Twitter earlier today because I checked it because somebody shared something on Twitter and I decided to go ahead and follow that individual. I think that was you, Grim, that shared something. Oh, cool. Ooh, looky there. I have 3 notifications. Holy smokes. And wow, I have 316 stalkers now. Yay! Thank you, Bo and Freedom's Network and Barman for tweeting me, and I will go ahead and just retweet this real quick, just because I can. Heidi ho, and thank you. See? Now, if I say it as I'm typing it, then you can go, God, she types slow. Okay, got that done. One of my little chores that I forgot to do. Okay, back over here. How much work can you get with only 2 songs? I don't know. Not a whole hell of a lot, I'm thinking. Um, okay, over here, let's see, there's Asmo Barman Beth Z. Hey, Beth, how's it going, darling? I hope everything's going wonderful up in your neck of the woods. I also see Grimmy is here, who will be on later on this evening for Balls to the Wall or Testes to the Wall or whatever the hell you want to call it. I prefer Balls to the Wall or the testosterone zone. How's that sound? That'll work. And if I'm up and the weather is permitting, because we're supposed to have more thunder boomers tonight, um, I may just have to give you a call, darling. See what you're up to. Unless Solomon calls in, and then I'll just let Solomon call in. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here, who is trying to get the hell out of here to go on a grand adventure for the weekend, and apparently her vehicle decided, no, I ain't having none of that shit. I ain't ready to go somewhere yet. So, Moosey, I understand. I truly do. Been there, done that multiple times. Okay, I also see the lovely Kate is here, and she's down in that big old Tex ass where they're telling Dangleberry to kiss their ass when it comes to the whole bathroom thing, which I listened to part of an Alex Jones thing earlier today. Yeah, I listened to Alex Jones occasionally. His voice makes me crazy, but I'm sure my voice makes people crazy too, so you know what the hell. At least we all have one, or most of us do, except for those that are mute, and that would totally suck. In any case, he was saying something about somewhere an Alamo Club or Alamo something or other, is wanting to do away with toilets and have female urinals. So that, yeah, you have to kind of do a hover and squat thing over it. And I'm thinking, oh, no, that ain't gonna, oh, it is Solomon's Week. Cool. Thanks, Grimmy. Um, in any case, yeah, you have to do a squat, hover and squat thing over the urinals, or that's the tentative design. And I'm thinking that place is going to lose a shitload of business, because there's going to be a lot of ladies that are going to say, you want to kiss my what? I am not going to spend my money here if I have to cop a squat to go to the bathroom. That's just all there is to it. So, Miss Kate, you need to kind of let them people know that they are full of shit. I also see Trust No One is over here. And, darling, I was wondering what in the hell you were talking about the other day. And, oh, that's true, Grim. I do not sound like Shitlery. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Wow. I think I'd stop talking if I sounded like her. Not good. That woman has got a voice that grabs you at the base of your spine and just works its way up until you just frickin' go postal on someone. Preferably her. But that's a whole other ball of wax. In any case, I don't remember what it was that you shared or the exact terminology, quantum something or other, trust no one, but wow. I saw a video this morning that someone had shared on Vince's Facebook page, and I thought, okay, I can listen to this while I'm inputting some data for warranty shit. And the more I listened, the more I went, what the hell? And yeah, I'm now I'm kind of sort of grasping. You and Hans were discussing it earlier, but oh, see, I use the ones at work all the time, but that's not public. That's my restroom because I'm the only girl there. But okay, the general public can use it too. I don't like using public restrooms though. Unless it's Walmart, because there's something about Walmart that I can go to the bathroom before I leave to go there. And as soon as I get to the Walmart doors, it's like my bladder says, we're at Walmart. You have to go. I don't know what the hell. Yep, that's true. Her time is going to come. In any case, let's see. Who else have I see Free Enslaved is here. Hey there, sweetheart. Are you getting drowned down there in that that state that looks like a gun when you lay it on its side, that state could be barred from, hey, I may have to move to Florida. Because if it gets banned from the USA because it looks like a gun when you lay it on its side, damn, bonus round. I couldn't be that easy. I also see IB Don C, who is also from that great state of Texas, or I do believe that's where he's from. And yeah, you need to go and tell them at Alamo Club, I think is what it's called, or something like that. You need to let them people know that that's bullshit. Ain't gonna be going somewhere, no fine dining restaurant, and have to cop a squat. That's just bullshit. I also see Java Doctor 2, the new and improved version. How is that new and improved version in your household doing, darling? And looky there, Juana Taco, which I am going to have that later on this evening, although I'm going to put a different little spin on it. Oh, hey, there you go, Graham. Piss on Walmart. Yeah. It's not so subliminal. It's kind of like a instinctive thing now. I just get close to Walmart and my bladder says, yeah, it's that time. Uh, in any case, Juana, I am going to have tacos for supper because, well, I made a lot of taco meat. And because that's what I do. But I have pita bread. And so I'm going to have a pita taco. There you go. Oh, that's a liminal message. um. Oh, hey, there you go, UK Oliver. I like that. If women have to cop a squat, then why don't they insist men have to do handstands to use the restroom? The only problem with that, sweetheart, is you're going to have a lot of men that do that. And this is where the sign that I see quite frequently in, or at least the restrooms out here. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, wipe the seedy. Or the one at another mechanic shop in town, it says, it's not that long. Stand closer. Yeah. And the reason why I know those signs are there is because I used to help them clean the restrooms down there. Because, yeah. Well, in any case, back to where in the hell I was. Solvanor, hi there, sweetheart. How you doing? You're probably sleeping, but I'm going to say hey there, hi there, ho there anyway. And looky there, Chalcedony is here. Still haven't seen you talk, sweetie. Am I just not on when you're feeling rather chit-chatty? That must be it. And looky there, I'm here. Of course, I'm in the Twilight Zone, but I am in the Twilight Zone, and I am here on this Freaker Friday. And the lovely Mary B is here. Hey there, darling. How's things down under? Oslo is here as well. That's another one of those strong silent types that I haven't seen actually chit-chat in the chit-chat. They just kind of hang there. I'm thinking they're operatives from the Twilight Zone. Wonder if maybe they're aliens spying on us. Okay, I also see P. Bunyan is here. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? And to round out the crew, the one, the only, the one I haven't seen for a while. UK Oliver, how's everything going in your world, darling? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I hear you, Mary B. That squatting is, yeah. And the getting back up again, yeah, when I get back up again now, my knees have a tendency to do their impersonation of a bowl of Rice Krispies. They do a little bit of snap, crackle, pop kind of shit. Of course, it doesn't have anything to do with I somewhat abused them in my younger days, like playing softball and baseball and having a line drive hit right into my kneecap, which knocked my kneecap off to the side, and I still got him out at third base, so I dragged my ass over to the ball and I threw him out. So there. And then he had to carry me home and explain to Dad what happened. Yeah. It was pretty bad for him, but it was even worse for me because, let me tell you, I didn't pee my pants when my kneecap went off to the side, but I sure as hell did when Dad popped it back over. Whee! That hurt. That hurt. I can still remember how much that hurt. Wowzer. Dumb shit like that. I've done dumb shit like that in my life. Okay. One of those things where, if I'd have known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. Shit. Shit. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go first? Because I don't really have any links pulled up yet. I'm going to pull some up here in a little bit, but I've got several things running around in my mind. And whatever that quantum, what was that quantum whatever that you had shared earlier? Are you listening, Trust No One? You better be, damn it. Um, Quantum something or other, and it has to do with CERN. And I tell you what, I will just pull up my YouTube and I will look at my history, because I've listened to 3 different videos now along those lines, and it's like, oh, holy shit, this is just freaking freaky deaky. Damn it. Okay. I'm not liking this thing, because it's making me, son of a. Okay, I'm not going to do it because my password is not close enough for me to. Unless maybe over here on Firefox, maybe I can get in here on that one. We'll see. Make sure I don't fuck up my stream. Oh, F-bomb. F-bomb. Okay, let me go to YouTube over here. Visit youtube.com. And we'll see if it remembers me over here. Of course, if I didn't sign in over here, then it's not a son of a bee. Son of a bee. Damn it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Oh well. SOL. What? Well, you shouldn't. You're slowly dying. Sweetheart, you know, the moment every one of us is born, we start dying. That's just kind of part of the whole meat suit thing, you know? And nobody knows when their warranty's going to run out, which is a good thing, I think. But, you know, I mean, there's preferable ways to go, but as if. I'll go in my sleep. Probably behind the wheel. No. How's that joke go? I want to go in my sleep like my grandfather did, and not like the rest of the people in the car. Ah! Yeah. Oh, evolutionary argument against reality. Ah. There you go. Okay, it had something to do with Mandela effect. That's what it was, over on YouTube, and with CERN. And they were talking about just minor changes. You know, like Depends undergarments. The S is gone now on Depends. And I'm wondering if Gary L. was alluding to that yesterday on Facebook, because he was doing a lot of what I thought was rather trivial, you know, as in trivium, or trivia type questions that I thought were, okay, these are rather obscure. What are you getting at, Gary L.? And now I'm kind of sort of seeing a connection, whether it's a connection to what he was actually doing. Yes, the truth is going extinct, unless it's one of those things where it's not going extinct. It's just that things are getting changed behind our backs in the past. Because you know how we always used to think that you couldn't go back in the past, because if you did, you would cause a paradox, and things would be totally screwed up. Well, I'm wondering if maybe there's some of us that are just kind of sort of immune to some of this shit, and so we notice the shifts. We don't really notice them until you just kind of go, whoa, wow, now that you say that, yeah. But they were talking about, you know, like Berenstein Bears. Now, the Berenstein Bears has always been IE, I think, or EI, whatever. But it's been an I and an E in there, and now it's a AI. And it's like, no, which I forgot to go look at my books downstairs for that one. But I did get my Reader's Digest Atlas of the World out. which was printed in like the late 80s. And I got to looking at it, and they were talking in one of those videos, they were talking about how South America has been moved over in the maps. And I got to thinking about that, and I thought, I got this little mental image, which I know that's kind of scary, but your long-term memory is usually a lot better than your short-term memory, because I don't remember what I had for breakfast. A banana. I had to think about it, but I had a banana. In any case, I remember geography classes, and I remember South America did not look placement-wise where it is on the map now. And it was like, wait a minute here. Okay. So I thought, okay, they're just messing with me, and internet shit, because I've seen stuff on the internet and I've looked it up one time and actually printed it off. And then I go and I look it up again, like a couple months later, and it's completely different. It's like, wait a minute here. I have it printed off. That's not, the way it says on my printout. So I know hinky shit goes on the internet, and I check that stuff out, and it's like, what the hell? Yay, Moosey, got it started. Woohoo! She's gonna be on the road again. Oh, you're going to O'Reilly Auto Parts. In any case, back to what I was saying. They're calling it a Mandela effect because Nelson Mandela supposedly died in prison, and then Nelson Mandela wound up being president of whatever country it is that he was from, which that's some of that shit that I really didn't pay that close of attention to. But I do, in the back of my mind, remember there being a Nelson Mandela has died kind of thing. And then when I found, I do remember him being president of whatever, and I thought, well, maybe this was kind of like, the fake hoaxy so-and-so has died kind of thing. Like, how many times has Keith Richards died and he's still here? He's going to outlive the freaking cockroaches. That kind of thing. But, oh, Moosey, it be okay. You're going to be showing up fashionably late. It's all good. I tend to be fashionably late to those kind of things. Except for my granddaughter's dance recitals. I'm never late for those. Because I want to give her a big hug before she goes backstage. So, that's the only time I'm not fashionably late. Just saying. Okay. In any case. So, I was listening to this one, and I thought, okay, this guy's kind of weird, and this is kind of strange. And then he started talking about Bible verses, which, it's funny how people that are biblical aficionados are the ones that are really katunka-tunkin on this shit. And I'm going, wow, because, I've read the Bible. Actually, I've read it a couple of times because I had to read it in catechism. Yeah, I'm a Reformed Catholicer. The fur and the hairballs just didn't work for me. But plus they told my mom that she couldn't be a Catholic anymore, and none of us kids were legitimate when she divorced my dad because my dad was screwing around on her for the last 7 years that they were married. But hey, that's a whole other story. In any case, so he was talking about different things that were changed in the Bible and different things that were changed like in Catholic Mass. And I thought, oh, well, that was just a Catholic Mass, kind of moving on. And have an awesome time, Moosey. And we will. I would not go see Duran Duran. Sorry. In any case, so I was, what was that, Trust No One? That's true, trust no one, no matter where you go. Here you are, Buckaroo Banzai, or that's pretty close. No, there is no escape. Kind of like Hotel California, only it's the RLM zone. Okay. Maximizes evolutionary fitness by driving truth to extinction. Aha. I had to scroll up because I knew you'd written something really big. So in any case, he was talking about different changes to the Bible, and he was showing actual biblical verses where they had put do not reuse wine bottles. They did not have wine bottles in biblical times. And this was in a Bible that was printed in 1966. That because he's sitting there with the camera on the Bible, and he zooms in on it, and the date and everything on there, and then while he's holding the camera on that Bible, he's turning. Now, I'm not saying you can't fudge his shit, but still, it was one of those things where I was going, I'm hearing Rod Serling in the background. But he was turning pages, and then he got to this one, and he zoomed in on it, and it was like, you cannot, or you should not reuse wine bottles. Some I don't know, some Bible verse. I don't have it memorized. I don't have any book I've read memorized. But it was like, that's just freaking weird. And then he went to a book that is a quick grab of quotes kind of Bible book. And in any case, in that, the quick research. See you, love you, bye, Moosey, have fun. In that quick research book, it had the actual wording of not to reuse wine skins. As opposed to, and there was another place where it had something about stuff in the Bible, and it's not stuff, and of course it was spelled Old Englishy, Stuffe, but still, that was not in the Bible. That I distinctly remember never hearing or reading the word stuff as in Stuffe anywhere in the Bible. I would have remembered that one. That's for damn sure. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But there are some things that, once I watched that, it was like, okay, yeah, I did notice that. Hey, wait a minute. I noticed, yeah, that too. I had several of those Acme light bulb moments. And when he said that CERN is actually working, it's like, is that what they were going to be doing with CERN? Those dirty bastards. So that's kind of sort of the reason why I did the Twilight Zone-y thing today, was it's like, wow, freaky deaky shit is going on. So, I was so concerned about how they were just obviously editing books, like taking nigga Jim out of the what the hell is a wineskin? It's a goat skin that they use, or a goat intestine or whatever, to put your wine in, or to do your. I've seen them at like Ren Fens and that kind of stuff, and yeah, I'm not a wine drinker, so it was like, no thanks, I'll pass. But yeah, it's just weird, There's weird stuff like that that one kind of made me go, what the hell is really going on here? And the last one that I listened to, they said that they would have at the end of it, which I'd finally gotten done with all of my warranty things, so I actually watched the last 5 minutes of it, and they were talking about a little bit about Illuminati playing cards, which I didn't know there was such a game as the Illuminati game with playing cards and all that fun shit. Just not something I was actually looking for, apparently. And this was a deck of cards that was supposedly made in the late 80s. Pre-Slick Willie. Pre-Shitlery. Pre-really big internet. Yeah, goat skin. There you go, Grim. Yeah, that too. I didn't bring my Bible up. I have one downstairs somewhere, but I wasn't going to go digging for it. I got a shitload of books down in my basement. Good Lord. I mean, they cover one whole wall, and it's a long wall. And it's like 4 or 5 shelves high. Yeah, I got a lot of books. A lot of books. But I'm gonna have to start going through my books now because it's like, oh, this has got me really curious. There's a lot of things that, because I've got some historical stuff I want to kind of skim through and see if they've fucked with any of that shit too. But I'm wondering if maybe some of this editing isn't getting done like that, and then that way, you know, they can look at you and go, "You're just a freaking nut job. That's all there is to it." Because look here in the history book. Look in yours. It was printed in like 1940, whatever, or whatever. And I mean, if it can, if whatever is going on can change the wording in books that were printed in 1966, I'm thinking something really hinky dinky is going on here. Now, they were talking about some kind of quantum shift or some such, I don't know. And yeah, I just, things are getting weird. Things are getting weird. And this is a frickin' Freaky Friday. And wow, that was really appropriate things for me to listen to slash watch while I was at work and in between answering phones and helping customers and all that fun stuff. Is like, I was definitely having Twilight Zone music playing in the back of my mind most of the day. So, and I don't know, has anybody else noticed anything weird like that? Anything that, because I mean the I remember Africa not looking as big on the maps as it does now. And so I got to thinking, okay, I've got some older maps, and I remember those older maps making Africa not look so big. And the United States, the whole North America thing was actually as big as the African continent. I remember seeing that stuff in my atlases. And so I was looking at that in my Reader's Digest atlas. And when I looked at the globe picture, the big old layout one that they have in there, Africa's like almost three times bigger. Hi, Meisterbauer. Than North America. And I'm thinking, holy shit. So I'm flipping through pages and I'm looking at, the morphing of the continents and how they shifted and how global change and yada, yada, yada with the continents realigning themselves. And I found a page that has the whole globe thing, and it's talking about the ice ages. And on that page, on that one, the North American continent is the same size as the African continent. But on the great big colored one, it is not. And it's like, son of a bitch. Just some of that weird shit from that video that made me go, okay, is it just me? Which maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking wigging out. Maybe I've spent entirely too much alone time with my fur babies out here in Booneyville. I don't know. But I'm thinking there's some pretty freaky shit afoot. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking somebody is dodging with things. I'm thinking somebody's dodging with timelines. Or someone's shifting us into alternate realities. Or, what the hell is CERN supposed to be doing anyway? I know what they said the official for public consumption usage of CERN is, but what the hell? What the hell's going on here? Somebody can say something. So I'm not just sitting here thinking, okay, I'm just freaking out. It's okay. Never mind. It's all good. I'm out in the middle of the boonies, so I'm not much danger to too many people. Whee! Yeah, I'm wigging. Or not seriously wigging, but I'm still going. I gotta do some research here. And I'm gonna do research in my books. Not on the internet. 'Cause the internet, it's lying to me. It is not the way I remember things. And there's a lot of, hey, there's there's one right now. There's one of my searches that I unintentionally saved. Yeah, the Lord's Prayer. The Our Father. Yeah, the wording has changed in that. And that was one of the things because I had the displeasure of going to a Catholic Mass. Um, Somebody's funeral. It's been about 6 months ago. And they were doing the Our Father. And I remember, and you know how you remember shit from when you were a kid and all of a sudden the automaton kicks in? That's what happened with me. I all of a sudden started saying the Our Father. And then I said something wrong. Um, I said it the way we used to say it back in Catholic school, in catechism, when nuns were dressed like penguins and had rulers with metal edges on them. You know, remember those days, any of you? And thanks, Grimmy. I don't feel so crazy now. I mean, yeah. But, wow. But they started saying the Lord's Prayer. They started saying the Our Father. And they got to a point and I was like, no, 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 no. Did you guys change this shit? What the hell? I mean, I knew it had been several years since I'd been to a cataholic service. But, wow. That just... And they do a lot of other... I mean, there's other things that have changed too. It's like, what? Because they're upbeating some shit and they're doing, and I'm thinking, no, 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 you guys will never be Southern Baptist. Because actually, I've been to several Southern Baptist churches and they're kind of fun. I mean, people get up in the aisle. Scared me first time I went to one. Um, I don't know, UK Oliver. I think your Facebook timeline changes due to you changing things on it. Or Facebook going, you know what? We're just going to mess with you. Because they do that with mine. I know they mess with mine because I'm on their radar. I've pissed them off a couple of times. Oopsie. I even have a second Facebook account just in case I should get a Facebook timeout. So I can log into my other Facebook account and just let my family know. Guess what? I got timeout. Just want to let you know I won't be on for a few days. And then I pretty much just log out and say, fuck it. So, ooh, F-bomb. And maybe the film The Matrix explains it. I don't know. I don't know. It is weird, though. It is weird. There strange things are afoot. And yeah, there are a lot of things that I remember them from my childhood as being certain ways, and now they're not. Oh, and one of the other things that they talked about was Snow White, the original Snow White, which I have it. I'm going to have to watch it. Because I have it on VHS, and I have a VHS player. So I'm going to have to watch it. Because now, apparently, the queen says, magic mirror on the wall. And that is not the way I remember it. As a child, it was mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? And now it's magic mirror on the wall. And that's just, it's little things like that that they're messing with. And I think this is, once again, that little gradual, just a little tweak here, a little nip there, a little tuck there. And they're making those of us that remember things, or that were alive when the things first came out, they're making us go, I am not freaking senile. I know what I remember. I know. Don't be messing with my brain, damn it. Which I think that's another war on the mind. They are messing with us. Those of us that know better, they're messing with us. And I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I'm just kind of sitting here going, dude, seriously? So I guess the only thing I can do is just say, hey, these are some weird things that I'm noticing. What the hell? What the hell? So I don't know if anybody else, if there's anything that you guys have noticed that I haven't mentioned, please put it in the chat because maybe that'll, flip a little switch or make a couple of cobwebs in my brain rearrange and fire another synapses, and I'll go, oh, yeah, yeah, I remember that. Because, and on a personal, my youngest daughter, we haven't exactly gotten along really well since the divorce. Um, she's not been happy with me. But in the last year, she has remembered something and been bringing it up every time she has a couple of adult beverages, and always around other people. And it's something that's not real cool, and it's something that I go, I never said that. Mainly, and I know for a fact I would never say what she's accusing me of saying, because my father used to do that to me when I was freshman, sophomore, junior in high school. He used and my dad was not the coolest person in the world. At least not from my experience. And the last 3 years he lived in the house, he was not a nice person for me to be around. Now, some of my brothers had very similar experiences, but my dad was kind of messed in the head. And he used to actually, even before I even had my very first sex ed class, which, do you remember those in school, Grim? Wow, those were real entertaining. Yeah. The girls had to have it in one class and the boys had to have it in another, and they put the black paper up over the windows so the boys couldn't look in. Weird shit like that. But wow. Wow, UK Oliver. In any case, before we even had those, my dad was, just to kind of give you a little bit of a where I'm going with this, um, had called me a slut. And I didn't even know what the hell it was. I mean, I was so freaking naive. Yeah, I grew up in a family of 10 kids, but we just didn't talk about stuff like that. And so when I heard my mom and a friend of hers whispering that our next door neighbor was pregnant, I started crying because I thought that meant she was dying. I didn't know what pregnant meant. I was like 11 years old and didn't know what pregnant meant. Yeah, I knew what having babies was and all that other fun stuff, but I'd never heard the word pregnant before, or never heard an adult say it. And, it was whispered like that cancer word. So, I thought my neighbor was dying. So I'm sitting on the back step, bawling my eyes out because it's like, no, I like her. So, I'm very naive when I was younger. Um, Ours was because the girls, they told us about having that time of the month and stuff. So it was even prior to even having that talk at school that my dad had decided to let me know that I was a slut, and I didn't know what one was. So I just kind of went, oh, okay. I didn't know what it was. And yeah, as I got older, I found out what it was, and I wasn't real pleased with my dad after that. But that was kind of the least of the things that he used to call me. But the last few years he was at home. Needless to say, I did not have a great relationship with my dad. So um, when my daughter accused me of calling her the same thing, it was like, oh, no, 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 no. And so that was one of those things that popped into my head this evening as I'm driving home was, holy shit. I wonder if they're doing stuff that actually does kind of, I don't know, mess with people's memories enough to where they misremember things like that. Because I actually remember the conversation that, actually it was more of a shouting match, that she's referring to when she said I called her that. And I remember distinctly her throwing things and yelling at me, and me telling her that she was being a little bee. And that's the exact terminology that I used. You are being a little bee, young lady, and I am not going to put up with it anymore. And pretty much took away her car and all kinds of fun stuff from her. So she yelled even more names at me. But, that's a mother daughter thing. But wow, just in this last year, and she really, honest to God, believes that I called her that. And so it's like, wow, that just kind of hit me this evening on the drive home was, is this crap that's going on, could it possibly be really messing with people's interpersonal memories as well? And if so, how the hell are they doing it? Because I want to go and bust that damn machine. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Hi there, Vinlate. How you doing? Did you have a good nap? Breathe, Vinlate. Breathe. So, I'm just somebody is doing something. Duh. That's just pretty vague, isn't it? But there is somebody out there fucking with shit and messing with people on a personal level. And it's like, God damn it, y'all, you need to stop this shit. Because trust me, it's not making life fun, I mean, ooh. My last year has not exactly been pleasant with my youngest daughter, and things were rather tense at her wedding. I was a nice mommy, and I was Smiles and trying to be Smiles, but yeah, yeah. When they start messing, if this kind of shit is actually messing with, hi, Vinlate. If it's messing with interpersonal stuff like that, if I ever find out who did that shit, I'm going to drop kick them through the goalposts of life. Trust me. Because, wow. Educate yourself. Thank you, UK Oliver. Tavistock. Because I want to know what the hell's going on. Just because it's got me extremely curious, and it's starting to piss me off. Just kind of starting. I actually have Educate Yourself as one of my shortcuts over here. Thank you for that article. That's just... I will, because that looks like it's very... Okay. I'll read that when I get done tonight. Maybe I'll read that while I'm having some supper and waiting for Freaker's Ball to start, or Balls to the Wall, or the Testosterone Zone, or however you want to call it tonight. Okay. Let's see. Now that I've had all that fun, inflicted my weirdness on you today. Okay, I have a couple of links here, but there was one other thing that I'd seen earlier today in the RLM chat, and I just got to comment about it because I saw it and it just kind of made me giggle and made me remember let's see. Okay. In any case, somebody said something about skinny dipping in Kansas. Okay, you got to be in eastern Kansas to do that kind of shit, because out here in western Kansas, we don't have that big a body of waters. And unless you're talking about a bathtub, and then you definitely do skinny dip in a bathtub. But we don't have that much water out here. Yeah, I remember that, Grimmy. I'm rewatching the Matrix movies, actually. I just watched the first one again the other day, And I think maybe this weekend I will watch the other two. Circles! I see you, lady! What are you doing up this late, sweetheart? I'm glad you are, but what are you doing up this late, hon? This is very late for you. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah, rewatch, refresher course, refresh my memory, all that fun stuff. Um, 'Cause yeah, I'm Twilight Zoning. I am definitely, and I'm having a hard time getting things to fire correctly after listening to some of that stuff. 'Cause it's like, God damn, pull your shit together, Grams. Okay, Circles and Mary B. Woohoo! Both in the same room. Dang, this is like old times. Back in the WT days, which, oh wow, I listened to a broadcast of my show from WT times. Wow. And yeah, having glitches on WT, well, it doesn't make me miss it. So, not that I really do anyway, but I miss the software part because that was really kind of cool. But yeah. Oh, Animatrix 2? Okay. I need to write that down, Grim. Because if I don't write it down, I will forget. Because that's just the way my mind works. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hey, there it is. Okay. Animatrix. Trix. Okay. I will look that up, Grim. Thank you, sweetheart. Um. Oh, 2 a.m. for circles? Wow, that is really early. Wow. Okay. In any case, I'm going to get to this one. This one was posted by Eeyore on the investmentwatchblog.com on the 24th of May this year. I think this is the kind of shit George Carlin was really talking about when he said they've got you by the balls, which, see, he's kind of leading into this. The character of the city of Rutland, Vermont, is facing major change. Nestled in the beautiful Green Mountains of Vermont, it's an unsuspecting city targeted for refugee settlement. Ah, now see, I just saw the headline and thought, this will be cool, but this could be interesting anyway. After being kept in the dark since the mayor's unilateral decision to accept 100 Syrian and Iraqi refugees in October, Rutland citizens should investigate the threatening impact that refugee settlements has on their own public security, economic stability, and community health before it's too late. Okay. I'm not sure that I'm liking the direction this is going, because I'm not liking this whole crap of refugee stuff. This stuff isn't sitting well with me. Um The city of Rutland was chosen as a site to place refugees by the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, or USCRI, and it's one of the 9 major federally funded refugee settlement contractors or voluntary agencies, and its local affiliated field office or subcontractor, the Vermont Refugee Resettlement Program. Yay. Yeah, and this site was chosen for resettlement. And the agency submits an annual resettlement plan to the State Department in order to receive federal funding. Here we go, cha-ching, of nearly $2,000 per refugee sponsored, in addition to federal grants of up to $2,200 per refugee sponsored. It's a billion-dollar industry. Now, see, I'm thinking maybe not all of these people are refugees. I'm thinking this is the initial plan on their chessboard, or this is the getting more in your face moves on the chessboard. It's kind of sort of what I'm thinking. Whoever is pulling strings, and I really do honestly and truly believe that there is a coup going on or some kind of um, struggle for dominance, struggle for control within the inner sanctums of the tards that be, the leeches that be. I much prefer leeches that be because they definitely do try and leech the lifeblood out of all of us. Um, I did that last week, Circles, because I'm trying to beat the bandwidth crunch. Cause yeah, usually a little after 8 o'clock my time, my bandwidth goes to shit, and I start losing signal and start getting kicked. So it's an hour earlier now, hon, so you don't have to stay up quite so late anymore. Um, and I'm not having problems, knock wood, so far. So hey, it's working. It's working. And hey, it'll work for you an hour earlier. And you just missed like an hour long psycho rant. So oh well. Um I think what Carlin was really talking about when they've got you by the balls, I don't think it was necessarily this. I really don't. I think what he meant by when they've got you by the balls, I think he meant that yeah, this hinky shit that's going on. They are 20 moves ahead of us. Minimum. And why? Because they've had lots and lots of years to plan and prep. As opposed to, um, yeah, those of us that are waking up and trying to play catch up. So, I think things are going to get weird, and I really do. I honest to God think that there's some kind of in the inner sanctum. There is a squabble going on. There is a battle going on, and unfortunately, I think there's going to be some of us that are going to be caught in the middle of that squabble. But I'm hoping that's a someone that hopes is a positive doubter, I think is, or an optimistic doubter, I think is how I heard that phrased one time. Hmm. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that, but oh well. I'm going to go ahead and share this link anyway. I'm not real. Uh, it's not where. See, that's what happens. I get caught by a headline, and then it doesn't take me where I thought it was going because my perception and the writer's perception are not necessarily. So, yeah. I got dragged in by a headline and then went, nope, 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 that's not what. No, I don't want to go there. I don't like that. That's not what I was thinking it was. And so I don't go there because it's my world. Um, Hello, Twitter. Okay. How to use Twitter event targeting. What? I don't care. I don't want to know how to use Twitter event targeting. I'm only on Twitter for a little bit. Okay. Yes, Circle, I figure you'd probably wouldn't mind that. Okay, if NATO stopped declaring war on nations, there would be almost no refugees. That is true. It isn't like any nation in NATO is 100 humane towards their own people. Don't throw stones if you live in glass houses. Oh, that is so true. And yeah, USA is a prime example of that because the USA is so good at sending money to all of these other countries because that's what you do. You've got all this money, and if you don't have the money, well, you have a keyboard and a computer. So let's create some more. Thanks. I think, yeah, that was a Ron Paul video that I listened to yesterday of or an interview that he gave in 1988, which I kind of went, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Rob Zombie, dude. Okay. And yeah, we've got no business sending any money or people anywhere outside of the continental United States. Because we need to clean up our own freaking backyard before we start telling everybody else how in the hell to live and what in the hell to do. And to be trying to, and yeah, and then we support places like Israel, the only country that is approved to have nuclear weapons in the Middle East, and they're one of the most vicious ones over there. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of vicious countries around the world, but or at least according to the news that we're allowed to see. But yeah, Israel, yeah. And yeah, I had someone over on Fakey Book tell me that they are the chosen people, that they have been chosen to rule over the rest of us peons. Well, I don't know who told them that. And once again, I am going to fall back on my standard argument of that. If you were to see someone standing on a corner that was dressed however they are dressed, and ranting and raving and saying that the people that I am related to are the chosen people and God will smite you all, do you not think that maybe, just maybe, you would walk, if you were walking towards that individual, you would cross the street on the other side so as to stay outside of that person's reach? And yet you're willing to believe someone that was out herding their goats and they came into whatever little marketplace or whatever, and they start going, God spoke to me while I was out herding the goats, and he told me that my family are the chosen people, and that you are all peons, and that I will rule over you. And everyone went, oh, wow, God told him, so it must be true. Really? Seriously? That's just, wow. Yeah, that's what I want to know. I'm thinking they were talking to some invisible guy in the sky. Or they were talking to their sheep and the sheep talked back, which in that case I would be going, sweetheart, when was the last time you talked to someone about that? Yeah. Um, Speaking of NATO, Ukraine will be looking for war since former Secretary General of NATO, Anders, whatever, is now the advisor of the Ukrainian president. Oh, yippee skippy. Okay. Okay, the UK sends millions in to India each year, yet India have a space program while the UK can't afford it. Yeah. You know why the UK can't afford it? Because you guys are supposed to live in austerity while the Queen Mother sits on her golden throne with her jewel encrusted, and I do mean crusty, crown on her head, telling you you must learn to live within your means. And since I'm the meanest one here, because I'm quite the vile creature, I mean that you need to keep giving me everything, and I will let you keep tuppence. Yeah. Thanks ever so much, Queenie. Of course, the Pope ain't much better. That's the way I look at it, Circles. And I really don't, I have really thought about this and looked into some of this shit. And when you stop and think about it, I think there have been more people in the history of humanity killed in the name of, not necessarily just religion, but in the name of God, one way or t'other. Whether someone is claiming to be God or speaking to God, there have been more people killed in the name of God/religion than any other cause of death, period, combined. I hate to think of her like that, Oliver UK, because, prostitutes are actually someone that someone is willing to pay to get stooped. And seriously, I've seen pictures of the Queen, and there's no freaking way I would pay money to, even if I was a guy, even desperate. No, I would be flying solo. No. So I don't think prostitute really fits. I'm thinking leech. I'm thinking leech fits. Yeah. So, intro for the next series you'll be working on? Rounding the edge. Ah, that sounds kind of cool, Vin. But yeah, if the air open, fly on in. Ah, cool beans. That is true, Grimmy. Yeah. I'm just, I need to just back the hell off on that shit because I'm so used to from when I was the top dog, what really wasn't in charge over on WT. I was just kind of the figurehead. Have you ever noticed that? I was a figurehead in the face on the dartboard. That was pretty much what I was over there. You know? I thought I called the shots. Circles and I paid the bills. But other than that, it was like, no, we was just a picture. She and I alternated as being the pictures on the dartboard. But I'm so used to being able to go, oh, cool, we need people on the radio. And here, talk to Grim and Bo. And now it's your baby. I need to quit doing that because it's your baby. But I'm just so used to it. I need to just learn to back the fuck off. Oh, well. In any case, I train slowly. That's what it is. Oh, and what? Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah, I know. I was going to talk about that. Talking about the skinny dip thing. Yeah, I knew. See, I got back around to that because talking about prostitutes. And open air and all kinds of, yeah, dartboards, whatever. Somebody had brought up something about skinny dipping and all that other fun shit. And I got thinking, okay, yeah, well, that does happen out here. Not too often, but it does. Not out here in the western part of the state. But you know what happens up in Nebraska, don't you? We like to pick on Nebraskans because Nebraska is where the men are farmers and the women are corn fed. And so they don't skinny dip in Nebraska. They chunky dunk. So that's just something that popped into my head. And then I got busy at work and I couldn't put it in the chat. So I had to get it out now because it's an evil spirit that kept loitering around in the building and I had to remove it. So there, I put it out. Uh-oh, Oliver left. Damn it. Or got kicked or something. I hate when that happens. Okay, where was I at? I need to find something fun and freaky and hey, it's 1911. I'm gonna go look in my pocket. Damn Twitter, what the hell? What the hell? Katie Steinley's family sues Sanctuary City. Oh, okay. That's what they need to do. Except for when you sue the city, then everybody else gets screwed in the end. So, you know, because a city is an amorphous kind of thing. You know, it's not real. I mean, yeah, there's buildings and there's people, but the actual entity of a city, you know, as in a governmental entity, it's not real. It's not real. Here we go. I'm going to go with this one. And then I'm going to go with the one that Grimmy shared or linked me in, tagged me in over on that effing site. I saw this the other day and then I saw it again today and I went, okay, I forgot to put it in my pocket the other day. I'm going to put it in my pocket today. It's from Newswire. Apparently, a man was told to remove a pond because it could pose a danger to burglars. Thinking wanny wanny woo woo. Kevin Sheehan claims that he has been ordered to remove a fish pond from his back garden in Oxfordshire over fears that it could pose a danger to burglars. What? Are you afraid that the fish are going to suck him to death? Huh? I know you can drown in 2 inches of water. I know that is possible, but seriously? That is when you have gone over the edge in the PC policing area. He said that he was told by Sovereign Housing Association, wow, is that an oxymoron or what? That the pond posed a possible risk to members of the public because it is not clearly visible from the other side of his garden fence. Well, you know, if it's from the other side of his garden fence, that's why he has a garden fence, because those are usually called a privacy fence. They told Mr. Sheehan that the measure had to be adopted because if someone breaks in, they could fall in. And I'm thinking that you have action and reaction, or action and consequences thereof. So when you break into someplace where you cannot see, so are you going to tell people that have big dogs that they can no longer have those big dogs because someone's trying to climb over the fence and they didn't know there was a big dog that could rip its throat out? How stupid are you guys? That's stupid. The Mirror reports that the structure, which is home to 80 fish, has a wall of concrete blocks surrounding it, and the entire garden is surrounded by a 6-foot wooden fence. Okay, it's a privacy area. Kevin claims his landlord's sovereign, wow, oxymoron, started complaining when he added 2 extra concrete blocks around the water's edge to stop his 1-year-old daughter, Olivia, from falling in. He was trying to be safe here, people, and yet you're telling him it's unsafe? The Housing Association has now threatened the dad and his partner with an eviction notice unless they demolish the pond within 3 weeks. I'm thinking single finger salute with both hands is going right at you. That's what I'm thinking. Kevin of Abingdon, Oxon, said that I was thinking of my daughter's safety and was building it up another 2 blocks. I had it at the old height for about 15 years, and it's never been a problem. So who was peeking over that 6-foot fence and went, oh, hey, look, he's making that barrier around that pond taller. I think I'm offended. We should make him stop. Who did that? Punch him in the eye. That's my response to it. The reason they gave was if someone breaks into the back garden, they can fall in the pond because there's a 6-foot fence all the way around and they can't see it. I said, well, they shouldn't be breaking in. True. Kevin's fish, including koi carp, fantails, and goldfish, are currently swimming in a small covered pond at the bottom of his garden while he extends their normal home. But he has also been ordered to get rid of the second pond because it could impact on the safety of the residents or general public. And how, pray tell, would that be? Oh, here we're going to find out from a spokeswoman for Sovereign. Really? Stop calling yourselves Sovereign. Wow. We don't want to prevent anyone enjoying hobbies, which may include fish keeping in a garden pond. But as the landlord, we do ask residents to get our permission if they intend running a business from their home or building a permanent structure. What part of sovereign do you people not understand? If it does not look like a landfill, what fucking business is it of yours if they are maintaining and paying their rent because they are leasing or renting from you? What fucking business is it of yours? Apparently, due to the substantial size of the pond, we're talking to our insurance company and with the resident about how we might resolve this. I'll tell you how to resolve it. I'll resolve it right up your backside. She did not comment on Mr. Sheehan's claims about the pond posing a risk to burglars, and Sovereign also failed to confirm if other residents in the area had been asked to remove their ponds. If you are just targeting one individual, you guys are really opening yourself up for a big old ugly can of worms. Just saying. Worms. Fish. Oliver's back. Yay! Mr. Mossberg? Ah, yeah. Yeah, I could see why. Yeah. Oh, wow. There you go, UK Oliver. That's cool that you're legally not responsible for your actions. Hey, Although I don't like the reason behind that, but hey, it's cool that you're legally not responsible because then you can really fuck them up. Whew. And it kind of lets them know, hey, you know, don't post any signage saying that either. There's no sense in warning them. I know I'm an evil little crud. But hey, wow. I see stuff like this and I think, are you kidding me? Especially when you look at the name, it's a sovereign. What the hell does sovereign mean? I don't think it means what you think it means, people. I think it means something completely different. Yeah. Ay. This is definitely yeah. Dumbasses on parade. Okay. Yes. Ah, very good, Danye. If your religion requires you to hate someone, you need a new religion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Enough said. Hi, Weta. I see you, sweetie. Oh, hey, Donna. So, what? See, now this is one of those things. I clicked on something that my cousin Donna had posted over on Fakeybook, and now I get this, sorry, this page no longer exists. And it's like, what the hell? What the hell? They do that a lot to her, and it's like, this is bullshit. Oh, hey, there's another one too. This is one that I have to. Okay, this just goes out to anybody, especially anyone that kind of wanders across any of my recordings like YouTube or Spreaker or what have you. I am tired of weak-minded people creating reasons to be offended. If you are easily offended, start looking inward and heal your own unresolved issues. We either have freedom of expression or we don't. And if your freedom of expression involves silencing me, sorry, hun. Your freedoms stop at my personal space. Period. So, just so as you know. Oh, that's cool. It's a good thing that no one knows who you are. I'm not real sure who I am half the time. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Now, damn it, tickle. I hate when that happens. Okay. Now, I'm going to get to where's that at? Oh yeah. Here. Freaky Friday. I'm having issues. Yeah, that's the one. This is the one Grammy shared with me. Or shared on that effing site and tagged me. However you wish to put that. Excuse me. This is the question each state Googles more than all other states. Apparently, Estately is back at it again with the gratuitous Google data. Known for its maps breaking down Google queries by state, the real estate website has found yet another way to make you concerned about your fellow American citizens. My fellow Americans. Using a combination of autocomplete and 12 years of Google Trends information, Estately has discovered the questions each state asks the most compared to the other 49 similarly inquisitive states. So, my home state, what is the question that has been Googled the most? How to make meth. in 5 easy steps and not to blow myself up. Okay, it's just how to make meth, but wow, let me tell you, there have been stories in this state, oi, that would curl your hair and singe your hair and all kinds of fun stuff. I mean, people having meth labs in the basement of their house and running a daycare upstairs. I'm not shitting you. We got some serious redneck going on here. Um, People having meth labs in a trailer house, an old decrepit trailer house, and then going, I don't know what happened, officer, when the fire department shows up because it went kerblooey and was gone in under 6 minutes because your average trailer house can go in 6 minutes. These go much faster. Much faster. Looks like Colorado, which is just to the west of me. Their main question is, where is Waldo? Which is Waldo one of your pot aficionados? Or is that like the new craze now that you guys are all partaking of cannabis? Marijuana. Inquiring minds want to know. Looks like Texas is asking, where is the internet? Oh, sweetie, it's in there and it's out there. It's everywhere. Except out here in Booneyville, and it's a tin can and string and duct tape. Oklahoma wants to know, is Obama Muslim? Who gives a shit? He's Dangleberry. That's enough, right? Nebraska wants to know, what is Tinder? Hun, that's kind of like kindling. Kind of. I'm doing all the states around me, by the way. And Wyoming, overachievers that they are, their most frequently asked question is, what is Wyoming? It's a state. It's territory where it's cold and it's north of Colorado. And probably the reason why you're asking what is Wyoming is because you're getting the secondhand smoke off of Colorado because the wind is usually out of the south. Just saying. Looks like South Dakota has some digestive issues because the most frequently Googled question is, why is my poop green? You're drinking too much grape Kool-Aid, huh? That's why your poop's green. I don't know why purple Kool-Aid makes your poop green, but for some reason it does. North Dakota wants to know, when is the NFL draft? The Yelpers. There you go. Up in Minnesota, they want to know if funner is a word. Sure it is. I use it all the time. Therefore, it's a word for me. Iowa, bless their hearts, they want to know if penguins have knees. I think they just have cankles, but don't quote me on that. And in Missouri, which does not surprise me one damn bit because that's a show me state and they are constantly in misery. Am I a psycho? If you're from Missouri, you might be. And where Vin is hanging out, who won the Civil War is the most frequently Googled question. Vin, I thought you knew that. Quit asking that question on Google. Darn it. Apparently Alaska wants to know how to smoke salmon. Well, first off, hun, you need to descale it because those scales get stuck. And debone it. Those get stuck too. And then you have to find big enough rolling paper. Oh, is that not the kind of smoking we're talking about here? Okay. California wants to know, is Bernie Sanders vegan? Who cares? I don't. Grammy? How to be an emo? What the hell's an emo? That would be my question. Grammy, that's your state. What the hell? Let's see. Utah wants to know what quinoa is. Honey, that's a grain. Even I know that. And it's actually not bad. It's not bad for you. Um, I add it to all kinds of things when I have it. Let's see. Looks like Nevada wants to know who invented pizza. That has been a question on my mind forever, and I just never thought to actually phrase it. Thank you, Nevada. Now I know that question. Who invented pizza? I want to know. Don't tell me it was someone in Italy. That's entirely too easy. It's got to be a trick question. Um, Apparently in Oregon, the most frequently Googled question is who is Ammon Bundy, which, with all of the brouhaha that's gone on up there lately, I can see why that would be a frequently asked question. Washington State looks like they want to know if Bernie can win. No. No. Idaho, hey, is Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer? No. No. Ted Cruz is not the Zodiac Killer. Although Ted Cruz is among the undead, he's just Grandpa Munster after a facelift. Seriously, compare the photographs. You'll see I'm right. Montana wants to know how to move to Canada. Start walking north, hon. It's really that simple. Let's see. Wisconsin? Oh, Moosey. Oh, Moosey. You really need to get out of Wisconsin. Because their most frequently Googled question is, when is American Idol on? That's truly sad, hun. Truly sad. Hawaii wants to know, what is the meaning of life? The hula, sweetheart, and a grass skirt. That's what the meaning of life is. And you don't have to look good in them, because I've seen some really big people and in grass skirts. Iz wore grass skirts. I loved Iz, especially Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I love his version of that. Rest his soul. Louisiana wants to know, when is WrestleMania? You know wrestling's weird, real, don't you? That shit's real. Did you see what he did? Yeah, I did. Okay, now it's going to get interesting because I always get these two turned around. I don't know if that's Mississippi, or I'm going to go with Mississippi, as Mississippi wants to know, who killed Tupac? Someone with a gun. Let's see. Alabama wants to know, who owns Fox News? Good question. I think that's Rupert Murdoch, isn't it? I think. I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. Don't expect me to know things, because if you expect me to know things, I'll go blank. Florida wants to know, why does everyone hate Florida? Because you look like a gun. That's why. You're scary. And you have all them hurricanes, and now you start calling them guy names, so now they're hurricanes too, and it's like, what the fuck? Seriously? They're hurricanes, because what does the wife do when she divorces you? She's just like a freaking hurricane. She takes the house, the car, and your money. It's gone. Just like a hurricane. That's why they were called hurricanes. Hurricanes, guys don't do that. Wow. Looks like Georgia has a more personal question. Georgia's wanting to know, why are my nipples so sore? Because you keep adjusting the volume. That's why. Quit playing with them things. Okay? They are not there for you to just keep rolling between your finger and your thumb, honey. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop touching yourself. South Carolina wants to know, where's my phone? Oh, I'm not going to go there. I am not going to go there. North Carolina looks like they're saying how to open a jar. Don't be tapping it on the counter, because you break the top clean off and you'll spill that moonshine everywhere. You don't want to go there. Tennessee wants to know, what is the clap? That's when you take one hand and you take another hand and you bring them forcibly together. Oh, not that clap. It's a STD. Do you know what STD is? That's a sexually transmitted disease. Apparently, in your neck of the woods, it runs in families. Boom, boom, boom. Um, let's see. Illinois wants to know, what does OPP mean? I ain't got a clue. I'm sure I can come up with something here in just a little bit. Give me a minute. Uh, Indiana wants to know what satire is. Illinois. Um, Michigan, the main question on their mind, these people are such deep thinkers, they want to know if Mr. T is dead. You would think he would be with all those chains around his neck, but no. No, he's not. Ohio wants to know, is pot legal? Who gives a shit? It's a plant. It's a weed. Arsenic's legal and it's a poison. And it's natural. Why can't pot be legal too? I don't know. Okay, Virginia. Virginia was. Oh no, let's get to Kentucky first. How to make a baby in 3 simple steps. Go with your sister. That'll do it. Uh, you don't have to turn the lights off. It's okay. I know I'm picking on them states, but sorry. If it fits, it fits. Virginia says, why is Virginia for lovers? Good question. I hadn't really thought about that. And West Virginia wants to know, when is Cinco de Mayo? Oh, obviously you do not have the Hispanic influx that those of us in the Central USA do. Or you would know when Cinco de Mayo is. Just saying. Okay, I don't know who the hell that is. Is that... It's a star. That must be DC. They want to know when Ramadan is. That's Fridays. Arr. Oh no, that's Ramen, because that is a Pastafarian holy day. Fridays are a Pastafarian holy day. Wear your colander on your head and talk like a pirate, if you are a true believer in Pastafarianism. Maryland wishes to know. Is that Maryland? Yeah, that's Maryland. Is Joe Flacco elite? I have no idea who the hell he is. So I don't know. I can't answer that one for you, hun. See? I'm not Ann Landers. I don't know everything. Delaware wants to know how to get away with murder. Move to Jersey. Okay, is that Jersey? Okay, now I'm getting, because, yeah, my geography totally sucks with a lot of those little states. Pennsylvania wants to know, when is X-Files? I don't know anymore, hon, because I don't have TV, or I have TV, but I don't have cable or satellite or any of that shit. So to me, anything that I want to watch is whenever I can pull it up on the internet. So I don't know what time it's on. New York apparently wants to know, is Mercury in retrograde? I think it's not anymore, hun. Just so as you know. I don't know if is that Jersey that's right beside Pennsylvania. See, I'm going to show I'm my bad at geography. Is that Jersey? That's south of New York. They want to know, is weed bad for you? No. Well, it depends what kind of weed you're getting, hon. I think that's Connecticut. Wants to know if Trumpelstiltskin will win. And Rhode Island looks like they want to... Is that... Yeah, that's Rhode Island, I think. They want to know, did Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce? Who gives a shit? Seriously. Oh, no, that wasn't... Is that... Oh, man, I'm so totally screwed because now I don't... There's New Hampshire. Yeah, there's Connecticut. Now, what's that one down there? Shit. Okay, there's... I know which one's Maine. It looks like a mitten. Or no, that's Michigan. I know which one's Maine because I have a nephew there. Um, who won Survivor? I don't care. That's who won. And I think maybe that's Connecticut there. Because there's New Hampshire and Vermont. So that must be Connecticut. So this other one down here, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take my geography classes. Damn it. How many beers in a keg? I don't know. Let's start counting. A one, a two, huh? What are we counting? Um, Somebody else wants to know how to write a cover letter, and who should I vote for? No one. Vote for yourself. That's what I suggest. Vote for yourself. Well, those are rather interesting. Thanks, Grimmy, because although I do think that my state just really did itself proud. How to make meth. Such overachievers they are out here in Booneyville. So I'm going to scroll down and oh, you don't have it. Why don't you have it listed? So I can see which states I'm screwed up on. Because Connecticut and that other state and Jersey are the ones that I'm kind of iffy on. I know Rhode Island is the smallest one. And I think that one's Vermont and that, but you can't see which ones I'm pointing at. So it's like, okay, that's the colonies. What the hell? Beatles in Connecticut. Beatle, are you listening? Oh, Flacco is the fiddle player for the Texas Tornadoes. Oh, okay. He's ancient? Why, thank you. Florida. Grandpa Joe, he was here and then he left and then he's here. And then I'm sorry I missed you, Grandpa Joe. Yeah, your little buddy's here. Damn it. I did not see that you was here, hon. You should say, Grammy. Damn it. Okay, and Fud's here. Fud, you invented it. Well, I know you make absolutely amazing homemade pizza. I know you do. God, now I'm going to have to catch up because I was so enamored with. There's Fud and Joey. Yes. Moon polish, yeah, that too. And Grandpa Joey left. Evening, children. I see you, hon. Welcome to the club. You will be in haste tomorrow with the little dude. I will try. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I can come down. I'll see. Fudd, are you in Hayes? I think penguins just have cankles. Get big paper. Okay. And boy penguins have weenies. Oh, man. You don't want to be an emo. Oh, you want to be an emoticon, Grimmy? There you go. That'll work. I'm finally catching up on the chat because, yeah. So you shot her. Okay. Yeah, Grimmy, they say Tupac's dead, but I think he actually went home. He's on another planet. You have fun doing your grandpa thing, honey. And I will try to make it down to Hace, America. Damn it, I missed my Portachoey. And yes, Florida does have a Cinco de Julio. Cinco de Holo. There you go. You just slammed a 28-ounce bud. I'm happy for you, hon. 360? Okay. 12-ounce taps to a keg. I don't drink keg beer, so I don't know. Oh, you was under the weather this week? Well, we've all been under weather this week, and yeah, I had some wonderful weather last night. How about you? It was quite interesting. I had tree branches from a tree on the west side of my house, swirling around and landing on the east side of my house. It was quite interesting. So, me, like the typical Kansan that I am, I stood out in the yard going, where the hell is that coming from? I was I was seriously trying to find that tornado. I could see the dust kicking up south of town, but there weren't no tornado over me. But man, oh man, that wind was a bugger. You know it's a bugger when it closes down the 4-lane highway 'cause shit's blowing across it. So, yeah. Yeehaw. Apparently up at Goodland they had winds clocked at 90 mile an hour. So, not cool at all. It was kind of yuggly for a while there. Okay, Twitter, I see. You're going nuts. So, did I share that over? Did I put this over there? I probably should oughta. I mean, I already read everything, but y'all can correct me on whatever state it was. Did I cover Texas? Yes, I did. Where is the internet? You know, that's kind of a ethereal. Where is the internet? That's kind of an X-Filean kind of thing, don't you think? Oh, hey. Hi. Dork Table DMV. Yay! Alrighty. That's tomorrow, yeah. Don't forget, everybody. Tomorrow is the Dork Table after Solvanor with the Solvanor event. So, yeah. Be sure to check in. I'm making Flash and Circles host it this time because of my ever so lovely internet out here with the tin can and string and duct tape. We covered duct tape last week, so this week we're going to cover the DMV, which is one of those places no one ever wants to go. It's, you know, it's like the waiting room in the afterlife from Beetlejuice. That's the DMV. No one wants to go there. You know, that's even actually worse than telling someone to go to hell. Oh, go to the DMV. God. So, oops. Wind and lightning and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, I did find my flying monkeys. They're somewhere south of here. I'm still trying to get them to come home. Little hanyaks that they are. Okay, where was I at? Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. What is Ethereum? Wanted importers or exporters to test Ethereum. Oh, is it a Bitcoin thing? Is that you, Meisterbra? Did you share that? I'll retweet it, hun. I don't Bitcoin. Because I have enough cybernetic currency or currency that is created on a computer that... Yes? That's true, Grimmy. He is the king of the dorks, and so he should host it. And they have a better internet connection than I do. Because, can you say boonies? Yeah. Although, you know, the perks far outweigh the detrimental side effects. So it's like, okay, I like it. I'm just retweeting that there, Meisterbra. Cool. Meisterbra. Is that like Mr. Bra? Is that for like man boobs? Joey shared pictures of him and grandbaby. Oh, look at that. He's so cute. He's such a handsome little feller. I can see him on Fakeybook, but you can't. Ha ha ha. And yes, Elmer Fudd, it is the coolest gig in the world to be a papa. Or actually, in my case, Grammy. So. Okay. Who just sent me a friend request? Hi, Star. I don't know you, sweetheart. And okay, I don't care about that. No. See, I'm being so hateful. I don't care that somebody's doing well on a certain game on Facebook. I could give two shits less. I have my one game that I play. Okay, I have two because I also play Bejeweled occasionally. My daughter got me hooked on that. It's like, damn it. Why did you do that to me? I like those matching games. Um, let's see. What? Hi, RLM 9547. And yes, duct tape is a handyman's favorite tool, but apparently it does not help. Oh, you hanged the king in a dorculation, and now we are governed entirely by the golden decision chicken? Sweet! Sweet! I like golden decision chickens. I like my chicken golden and delicious. Oh, is your world slow today, Meister Bro? I'm sorry, hun. I don't bow to anyone. Only time I bow is if I'm talking to the porcelain god. And Meister Bro just said that. Okay. I don't know. I don't like lemon pepper, Grimmy. So that would make a chicken ick to me, because I don't like lemon pepper on anything. I've had people tell me, "Oh no, you need to have it on salmon. It's awesome." It's like, no, ew, ah. Um, ever trying cornstarch lemon peel? Uh huh. Oh, Fudd left. Fudd. Cornstarch. Mm hmm. Uh huh. I have. I have done those. Yes, I have. Okay. But those don't work really well when you want to make homemade fried chicken gravy, which is, I must say, I am very good at. I make excellent fried chicken gravy, but I just don't fry chicken very often anymore, so I don't make the gravy very often anymore. Because you got to use the drippings and the cracklings when you make it. And you got to do it in a cast iron skillet. That's just the rules. So, ever covered in Emma Peel? No, she's not my type, honey. Maybe she's yours, but she's not mine. Um, let's see. Excuse me. Oh, dang! I only have 8 minutes left. Jeez, oh Pete, see what happens when I just prattle along? I didn't do a whole heck of a lot of anything this evening other than prattle and rant and sound like a crazy person, which hey, wait a minute, I do that quite well. Here we go. I got to do this one because I'd seen this and I think I covered it several months back on the rocket chair, and I got reminded of it because I was listening to an older rocket chair earlier today for a little bit, and then I went, "Oh God, I can't." I sound weird to myself, so I don't care to listen to it too off or for too long. But I got reminded of this. It's from the Huffington Post, and it's dated October 7th of 2012. So this is old news. But apparently there is a hands-free sperm extractor in China. Yeah. They introduced a new donation machine. Apparently when it comes to sperm donations, these scientists are trying to give you a hand. Because, well, it can be quite tiring for some people, especially if you're playing hard to get. So, enter the wanker milker. it's wow. I thought of this and I had to, so I Google searched it. Here you go. Oh, and turmeric, yeah. I do like turmeric. You know, I've actually started to, and this probably will sound weird, but my first cup of coffee in the morning, um, I will put turmeric in it. You know, put a little bit of turmeric in it and just a pinch of baking soda, and that cuts the acid in it. Why, thank you, RLM 9547. I am so glad I sound weird to everyone else too. Um, but it's an interesting flavor to the coffee. But that way, I'm getting my turmeric and my coffee is not so acidic. And there you go. The reign of the Golden Decision chicken was a brief one. It was overpowered by lemon pepper carrying mob, and the days of the chicken was over. Ah, bark, 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 bark. Oh, good Lord. And y'all listen to me. What's that say about you? Yeah, that's what happens when he crosses the road. 'Cause he crossed over to the lemon pepper side, didn't he? Yeah. Shouldn't have done that. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, Lord. Guess what, y'all? I am just about out of time, so I got to do all my little spiely at the end. Be sure to stick around because later on this evening will be Grimner with not the Freakers Ball. It'll be Balls to the Wall or the Testosterone Zone, as I'm going to start calling it from now on. Because, hey, it sounds cool, at least to me. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock my time, but it's actually 10 o'clock Eastern time, will be Solvanor with the Solvanor event on UCY TV. And then tomorrow, directly following that on RLM, will be the Dork Table, where we will be discussing the DMV. Yeah. Oh, just go to the DMV. Egad! Yes. Yes. Then tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock Eastern time will be Kira and the Bridge. And then tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern time will be Bo Diddy and his bodacious tunage. That's just kind of some of the fun stuff to kick off your Saturday on Memorial Weekend here in the USA at least. On Sunday at 12 Eastern time, 11 o'clock my time, Grimner will be on with to play some blues to lead into Hal Anthony and taking you out behind the woodshed where he's going to open up a can of whoop ass and even the crickets are going to stop chirping. They're going to sit back, eat some popcorn, and watch you get your ass whooped. That's what they're going to do. I will be back next Wackadoodle Wednesday with another edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on the RLM Spreaker channel and the RLM TuneIn channel and the RLM Internet Radio channel. So, until we meet again, have an absolutely awesome Memorial Weekend, everyone. And be safe out there. I hope that the weather is not inclement or not too bad for y'all. And I guess I'm going to be out of here. You could have called it the Headbangers Ball, but that was taken and bastardized. I still kind of like the Testosterone Zone myself. I'm just going to call it that. So there. What did the Italiano chicken say? Spaghetti. Oh, a good use for peppercorn. Black pepper marijuana. Nom. Okay, I got to get out of here or I'm going to run late. So, y'all have an absolutely awesome evening. I will join you back here for the Freakers Ball, weather permitting. Or not Freakers Ball, for the Testosterone Zone or